Hi, and welcome back to It Just Makes Sense to Me. And today I have a bit of a story time for you. As a matter of fact, something that has happened as recent as earlier this year. Well, I have a neighbor that had moved into our neighborhood. And I had another neighbor that lived across the street that seen this guy. And she liked him. She was like, well, who is that guy that moved in, next door to you? And I said, I don't know. I asked her, I said, you like him? She's like, yeah, he look all right. I said, well, we got to get to know him first. I said, I'm going to find out for you. So after me and her got through talking, I came and knocked on his door. And I just went right to work asking the questions. What's your name? He told me his name. I asked him what his sign was. He told me what his sign was. I asked him, was he single? He said, yes, he was single. And I asked him, was he looking for anyone? And he was like, yeah. And I told him about, my neighbor saw him and, she would like to get to know him, what have you. And he was like, well, give her my phone number. I said, I'm going to get her phone number from her and bring it to you. So after I got through talking with him, I went across the street and I said to her, he's single. I told her what his sign was and that he said he was looking for someone. And I said, give me your phone number. And she like, well, I don't know. I said, all right. So then he kept asking me, what about your friend? Had you heard anything back from your friend? And I couldn't catch up with him. So one day I caught up with her. I was in Walmart and I caught up with her in Walmart. And I said, girl, give me your number because he studied asking about you. And I had described how she looked to him. I said, she's short and she's a little heavier, and she has dreads in her hair. They're salt and pepper dreads. She was in his age group. You know what I'm saying? So I took the number to him. I said, you gonna call her? Yeah, I'm gonna call her. Now, I don't want you young people to think y'all the only one on some bullshit. These older people on some bull too. But anyway, so he came to my house and I asked him, I said, you gonna call her? He was like, I'm gonna call her. So what I did, I called while he was there. And I handed the phone to him. So he ain't had no choice but to speak. So anyway, they set up a date, and he wound up barbecuing, and and she came over. She had her nice clothes on and came over, and after I got through doing what I had to do for the day, then I came over. I was trying to see how everything went. And I walked her back to her house and I asked her, how did it go? And she was like, yeah, it went all right. It looked pretty good. Okay, so then I went to his house and asked him, how was it? Look here, y'all, I swear on everything. He looked at me and pointed at me, you don't fix me up with nobody like that. Now, mind you, this man like in his 60s, and she up in her 60s like he is, and I was like, well, what's wrong with her? Because I didn't see anything wrong with her. And that man said, her leg, she got issues with her leg. I said, but your heart ain't even working right. You got defibrillator in your heart. I said, I'm betting on if y'all got to having sex, my money on her making it out of it alive. Don't y'all get? Well, that's what I said to him. And he's like, I thought you had some pretty friends that look like you. I said, well, me personally, I don't really base my friendships off of what the person look like. It's more if we have something in common, you know. That's how I do. And so then he's like, well, I want something that look like you. Well, that person might, they might not have a whole lot of hair like you or have eyes like you, but something like you. I said, oh no, motherfucker, you'll never get nobody nobody like me. I know I'm wrong for saying that, but it gets deep, y'all. It gets deep. So it's this woman that keeps coming over to his house, and he was like, that's my caregiver. I said, your caregiver? I mean, she freely walk in there and everything, I said to myself, I ain't say this to him. I said to myself, man, I ain't never seen no caregiver do like that, but okay. Well, one day, I had to go somewhere. And this lady that I know works at the place where I went to. It's an office that I went to, as a matter of fact. And come to find out, this alleged caregiver is this young lady, I should say, that's her aunt. And come find out, she wasn't his caregiver. She was his girlfriend. And they had been together for 5 years. Okay? So when that girl told me that, then I had went to my friend and I was like, no, this is a no-go right here. I said, he got a lady that he says is caregiver, and that woman is not his caregiver, that's his girlfriend. I said, so I'm telling you because I mean to be right about stuff. So that way it won't be no mess, because I say neither nobody falling out over no old, I'm going to say it, over no old motherfucker up in they 60s and swear that they 21 years old. Ain't nobody going to do that. Okay, at least people in we ain't doing that. So, that was the end on that. But what I'm saying is, you got old people that swear that they still, young like that. Y'all ought to see his ass, old motherfucker, and out here thumping that music, and the clothes they wear. Think of well, some of y'all might be kind of young, but like in the 90s, think of when they was wearing the Timberland boots and the color block, because they wore a lot of color block back in the 90s, and then he had the big chain on, the big gold watch, he was an old thug. I'm just gonna call it what he is. He's an old thug. And so the lady that was his girlfriend that he lied about and said was his caregiver, well, she had passed away maybe about a month ago. The woman ain't even cold in the grave yet, and he got somebody else. But see, he got his match this time. He got his match this time. He got one. I heard them arguing, and she said, motherfucker, we'll both die in this motherfucker together. Put your MF hand on me again and see, won't I fuck your ass up? But she was going off on. I said, yeah, he got it. He got what he was looking for. He got him a live one. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. But yes, I'll give y'all this story because it was funny to me. You do have them. And see, when they be that old like that, they be trying to get something young. And I don't think that men really have a good understanding that they get old too. That they so busy telling the women that they hit the wall, but none of them look like they in their 20s. I mean, they got stomach, some of them grow breast, lose their hair. I mean, I ain't never seen a older man in their 60s and 70 years old still looking like they 20. It's the point I'm making. So I think they fail to realize they get older too, and it shows. You know. And I I stay away from them kind of like that. But my friend, she liked him, and then she, of course, she changed her mind about him because I had to let her know that he had someone else. But I'm telling you, the lady that he did have that he lied about was his caregiver. She wasn't even in the grave. Like, I'm going to say he probably was already had that woman lined up before that woman even died. Because that was majorly quick. So I just wanted to give that story. That's not just the young ones out here. It's a saying that goes like this: with age comes wisdom. Sometimes age comes along, meaning you get to be an old damn fool, ain't learned nothing. Okay? I thank you guys for listening. It just makes sense to me. And I'll talk to you guys the next time. Bye-bye.